of the River is basically a series that we do in conjunction with Wild Oregon Girl, and it's really one of those things is that every river has a heartbeat. And so that's what we're going to try and do today is kind of give you a little bit of the heartbeat of the Nantahala River.
The whole environment here at the NOC really lended itself to pushing yourself in whitewater, because this is before the Charlotte Center was built. This was one of the main, and still is, one of the main training grounds for slalom paddlers.
Right.
So we had Olympic gold medalists training here. We had some of the best freestyle athletes, some of the best class 5 creekers, the top instructors, all living and working and playing together. So it really bred this environment where people were pushing each other in a very healthy way. And by doing that, it also pushed the sport to a high level as well. The Nantahala River is in the county of Swain County, and the closest city is about 20 miles away, Bryson City, which is also in that same county. And one of the things I notice now is the town of Bryson City and the county, Swain County, and the river community very much work in tandem together because the locals and the local economy realize how big of an economic impact the river is. Not only do we have great whitewater here on the Nantahala River, but there's also a world-class mountain biking area. The Sawyer mountain biking region is 10 minutes away. You have great lakes for stand-up paddleboarding and lake paddling. There's the Appalachian Trail runs right through the Nantahala Outdoor Center. We have currently the #1 Olympic slalom kayaker female is Evie Leifart, and she literally grew up on this river. Her dad taught kayaking here, and he's the head of the Nantahala Racing Club, and so she grew up here. Everybody knows about the Class 2-3 family-friendly section that we're on right now. But below where we're going to be taking out, where the Outfitter Center is, there's the Slalom Center where Olympic athletes train. There's also a freestyle hole where they had the 2013 World Championships. And upstream of the commercial put-in and the natural riverbed is a Class 5 section of the Nantahala River. So I don't think there's too many other rivers in the world I can say they have a family-friendly rafting and kayak construction stretch, Olympic slalom training, world-class freestyle training, and pretty darn good Class 5 creeking all in the same river. This place has always been pretty special to me, so I kind of have been a nerd of the history of it. It was founded in 1971 by Payson Kennedy and Horace Holden. They were from Atlanta and would come up here to canoe, and they discovered this place, and there was an old gas station right where the Outfitter store currently is called the Tote and Terry, and I think there was a little motel there. And they got the money together and bought it and started a rafting company and started taking families down the river, and it just kind of grew and blossomed from there into one of the world's largest outfitters.
Ironically, that was 3 years after Sawyer started manufacturing paddles.
This river's dam controlled, and it usually turns on in the morning and then it turns off in the afternoon, but it's based on the level of the lake. And if the lake ever gets too high, they might have to release longer. And so every now and then you'll get a 24/7 release. They've done away with this now, but we used to have guide assisted trips. So the hardest part of guiding on this river was not getting your crew down it. Anybody can get there, you know, if you've been trained, you can get your crew down this river. This is in the middle of the National Forest, the Nantahala National Forest, and the Park Service here and the outfitters really do a great job of a shared vision of keeping this place accessible but clean. This is the Nantahala Falls. You know, when you're running raft trips down here, this is for a lot of people, it's their first ever rafting trip, right? So they're about to run their first ever Class 3 rapid, and it's perfect the way this river's set up because they have 8 miles to warm up to prepare, and then you've got this nice, fluffy, big Class 3 rapid right at the end, and then the takeout's right there. There's photographers there to take people's pictures as they go through. But it's a great little rapid. It's a really long, continuous Class 2 plus lead in, and then kind of a double drop Class 3, nice left to right tongue that kind of goes through, but there's a pretty munchy hole right in center. And yeah, it's a great rapid. Now all forward. We're gonna pull into this eddy. Excellent. So that's it.